What made this kid bolt up the stairs in a fright-induced panic? Imagine seeing this guy at your porch in the middle of the night. And two truckers see a woman in white on a dark, narrow road, but she vanishes without a trace at the exact spot someone died years before. These are videos so scary you'll think they were taken in Ohio. This one brought back pleasant childhood memories of running upstairs from my basement thinking I'd heard or seen something, only this kid may not have been imagining things. So he walks into the kitchen and you gotta listen really closely, but as he walks in you hear this female voice say, "How did you find me?" Take a listen. Now, there wasn't anyone in the house other than him and his mom and his brothers, but they were all upstairs, hence the utter terror and panic. Now, whether you believe something paranormal was going on or not, I mean, this kid's reaction is 100% authentic. I mean, at least I'm 99.999% sure. And this only continues because the mom described what happened after. She said he came bolting into her room screaming and crying about hearing the voice, which he said came from the cabinets. He said someone was definitely in the house and then things got worse.
Somebody was in the house, and I'm like, and he finally did get a little bit quiet. We started hearing footsteps. I mean, big heavy feet coming up the steps.
So after hearing these loud footsteps, mom goes searching the house, but she finds nothing. So you ready to cringe so hard you pop some blood vessels? Check this out.
I know you're in there. Let me in, Daddy.
Ugh. Daddy let me in. And now, you know what? I don't think that's actually the homeowner's son. Daddy, though. That's a word that's really morphed into something else, isn't it? I don't think that word will ever be normal again. Admittedly, this video does feel more Florida-ish than Ohio, but I saw it and I just knew I had to share. I like knowing everyone else is uncomfortably groaning along with me, you know? Really seems like having a doorbell cam is a double-edged sword. On one hand, you know if anyone's creeping onto your porch in the middle of the night, and on the other, you know who's creeping onto your porch in the middle of the night. It's like peeling back the Matrix and seeing the world for what it really is. Well, if you're not already squirming in your seat, surely you will be after this. Oh, look, it's just some sort of furry little creature curled up in a ball having a snooze. Now, always good to poke things with a stick though, just to make sure they're alive. Were any of you expecting to see that? Ugh, that is disgusting. This clip was shared to Reddit by Luigi Hiji, and someone in the comments said, okay, but what the hell is the hairy thing? It's like they just couldn't believe, or maybe didn't want to believe, that furry thing just is all spiders. All of that. It's a huge clump. Imagine just covering your hand in something sticky and then just jamming it in there. You just come out with this giant fist of spiders. How's that for Spider-Man? From Reddit user LTibs comes the story of the ghost on the road. The Redditor wrote about how her father-in-law, who's the VP of operations at a trucking company, received a very strange video. Part of his job is reviewing dashcam footage when something goes wrong on the road, like sudden braking, swerving, and speeding. So the trucks have two cameras, one facing the driver and one facing the road. Normally, he just checks the footage to decide if a driver needs to be disciplined. One day, he got a video that really shook him. The images you're looking at were attached to her Reddit post. Two truckers had been driving down a two-lane road in the middle of the night. It was pitch black, and the shoulder was blocked with cones, so there was nowhere to swerve. That's when both drivers saw a woman in a white dress walking directly in their lane. As they passed, she turned and looked straight at them. Thinking they'd hit her, they slammed on the brakes and jumped out of the truck, but there was no one there. They called the cops, who also searched the area, and they didn't find anything. Later, the company dug into the location and found that in 2013, a woman had died in that exact spot after being hit by two cars, one of which never stopped. Internally, the company started calling it the ghost incident, and no one could explain what the camera caught. Twitter user Blade E Lover, real name Conrad, was waiting for his buddy outside his place when an old woman started banging on his car. He rolled his window down a bit to see what the hell the problem was.
Can you not touch my car like that?
Can you give me the phone, please?
What?
Can you give me the phone? I want to send a text.
What a sneaky opener. "Hey, just give me your phone. I want to send a text." I love all the little plot holes in that request. Like, you want to send a text to someone, but you don't have a phone of your own? How do you even know the number you need to text? Do you know it off the top of your head? Are you going to stand around and wait with the guy till the person texts his phone back? Why not just call the supposed number? Anyway, I'm getting way too into the weeds with that one line. Doesn't really matter. It's a lie. We all know it's a lie, and it's not the scary part, so let's move on.
You don't live here.
What are you doing?
Can you get your hands off my car, please?
No.
Please.
What are you doing?
So she repeatedly asks him what he's doing, saying that she lives there, but it's his friend's place, so he knows she doesn't. Now, this is confrontational, but it's not out of hand or anything. Voices aren't raised till they suddenly are.
I've been welcome to fucking Zimbabwe, you stupid little pimp. Get away from here.
So things escalate very quickly. Suddenly this woman turns into Bilbo trying to snatch the ring out of Frodo's hands. She says something about shipping off to Zimbabwe and that he's a stupid little pimp. Very creative little lines there, but looking at this guy's other Twitter posts, yeah, I don't think he's from Zimbabwe. I don't know where the hell that line came from. This one's pretty classic. Nothing is more classically ghost movie than a rocking chair rocking on its own. In a small child's bedroom, no less. Joking aside though, if I saw this at that age, I'd be mortified. Hell, if I saw it now, I'd be out of there too. Luckily, Dad comes in to pull her out of there. Now, someone in the comments said this may have been an earthquake, but I don't see anything else in the room shaking, and the camera is completely still as well. So, I don't know, that seems unlikely, but I also haven't experienced any serious earthquakes, so y'all have to let me know in the comments what you think about this one. I always like a good creepy Rake video. Shared to Instagram by StephenLye86, this video starts with a young girl telling her dad that there's someone lurking in the trees by their property. Dad sees the figure just beyond the tree line and calls out to them.
Hey! What are you doing over there?
As he zooms in to get a better look though, we realize that the thing may not be a person at all. It doesn't look like one. It's shaped like some sort of, I don't even know what. It's pale white, tall and slender, and its arms look to be longer than its legs. He moves toward the trees to see what's going on, but the thing, whatever it is nowhere to be seen. What do you all think of this one? Genuine creature caught on camera, or is this one just a hoax? Reddit user Goffin to the Coffin captured some very unsettling audio on her sleep cycle app. She wrote, "I use Sleep Cycle to monitor my sleep, and I've done for over 1,000 nights. This is the first time I've heard anything, let's say, odd. I'm a single 25-year-old female. Nobody else was in the flat with me. My bedroom window is open, but from the sound of the birds in the background and other instances where the app has picked up talking outside, this is close. Even when I'm mumbling in my sleep, this sounds closer. To me, it sounds like it's saying you 3 times before there's movement when I start waking up. I think it's super weird and cool." Well, let's take a listen for ourselves, shall we? No, that is not cool. That is the opposite of cool. I wouldn't be cool with that. It doesn't sound like the voice is saying you, by the way. It sounds like it's saying kill. Reddit user Brat2299 shared this image to Reddit. Notice anything strange about it? Let's zoom in a bit. Just what the hell is that? Can't be anything good, that's for sure. That's not a face that screams friendly. It's a face that screams Michael Myers, the slasher villain, not the beloved comedian. I mean, if I saw Mike Myers appear in the reflection of a picture frame in my home, I'd be a bit alarmed, confused for sure, not terrified. I'd probably just be worried that he died and was paying his fans a final visit. But the ghostly image of Michael Myers' mask, that's a lot less welcoming. In 2019, a group of real estate investors in Philadelphia were checking out an old house they bought to renovate. The place looked like the usual kind of rundown, dusty, dark, creepy, but nothing out of the ordinary at first. Then one of them noticed something weird near the staircase, a thin string stretching across the steps, barely visible. So they all took a step back and one of them prodded at the stairs with a long block of wood. And that's when this happened. The stairs were clearly booby-trapped, tripped the wire, and a crutch with a blade attached comes swinging down, likely right into your face. Luckily these guys had done this kind of thing before. If they hadn't spotted it though, horrific. No one knows who set it up or why, but it does go to show exploring abandoned buildings might look cool online, but sometimes there's more waiting for you than just ghostly activity. I'd take that over this any day of the week. I've been your host, James, and I'll catch you, yes, you specifically, in the next video.